Thanks. Okay, so this is going to be like a downer compared to this. In April 2010, I lost my husband to suicide. It was devastating, and I had a son that was in college at Penn State, and it was his third year, and I felt I had to be strong for him, and I wanted to make sure that he was okay, so I just booked myself in that Athens hotel, and I stayed there until I knew that he was going to be okay. I went to classes, I stayed, waited for him, I hung out with his friends, found out that this kid had a circle of friends that were amazing, amazing. And they took me in as another college student, and I just hung out with these guys, and I stayed with him till I knew he was good. Flash forward, it's now March 2014. I've become a nanny. I'm taking care of a newborn that she's now almost a year old, and one day I'm listening to the radio with her and we're singing, and I hear an announcement that there's going to be an Out of the Darkness walk for suicide prevention. I signed up right away. Found out about it, signed up. And then I started thinking, I don't know, walk. I don't even walk. I hate to walk. It's like a wasted time. Who does that for exercise? It's supposed to be 20 miles. Anyone can do 20 miles. It's no big deal. Okay, so but the thing is, you had to raise money. You had to get money, and it's meant that I had to start approaching people and reaching out to friends that I hadn't talked to in 4 years. But I figure 4 years, I'm strong. I can handle this. And I do. I get people to give me the money. I raise double the amount of money, but I start the training. Now I'm like at least a month and a half past where I should be for the training, but I figure I better do something. I'm a little older, maybe I should, just to see how I'm doing here. And the first day I get online and it's like, okay, 8 miles, nothing. I'll go to Ridley Creek State Park. It's a 5-mile loop. I'm gonna do this. I get out there and I do my 5 miles, and I figure another half a loop, and it's like, the legs are cramping. I can hardly move. I keep stopping. I'm stretching, and I'm like waving to people. It's like, oh, I get into my car. I drive a stick shift car. I don't think I can even put that left foot down on the clutch. I can hardly drive. So I'm like 8 minutes from the park to my house, and in between is the now dissolved Granite Run Mall, where they had a $1 a minute massage. I drive in, it's like, please give me 20 minutes just on the legs to get me home. And I don't think this woman understood a word I said. I'm telling her, yeah, it's killing me down there. Oh yeah, I'm walking this walk, and she has no idea. So I get myself home, the legs are on ice, and thus began my journey on this entire walk. I do the walk. My son and his friends drop me off. I have met all the people. I've done all the special events with everybody, and I'm ready. I mean, I have done it. I've followed it to a T. I followed it to a T because my husband was a person that never quit on anything. He finished every project rather, including his death. And I wasn't going to let him down doing this one thing, and I was going to do it right. I was going to take it to the end, and I did. And my son dropped me off, and I started the night, and there were like 1,000 people strong walking through the streets of Philadelphia, and it was to raise awareness for suicide prevention. And I met so many amazing people and amazing stories, and I traveled through all the historical sites of the city through the night, and it was grueling. It was grueling. It was like slow walk. I mean, I saw people dropping at the half points, and it's like, oh my God, I must be like Superwoman. I can handle this stuff. But I did. I made it through the whole night. And at the end, every person who had entered had put their a luminaire. They had made a luminaire of the person that they wanted to be remembered. And it was not a big, great, amazing moment when I walked to the end. It was just, thank God, this is over. It's just exhausting. And it was like maybe 3 in the morning, and I at one point had met my sister halfway, and she kind of kept, it just kept the night going. And then as I'm finishing, and there was like a cheering crowd and everything, and as I'm finishing, all that I wanted to do in my head was find my Leo. I wanted to find him somewhere. And my sister calls me at the same, it's like 3 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. How you doing? It's like, well, I'm looking around for Leo. I don't know where he is. They put luminaires throughout the entire area in front of the art museum. And it was beautiful. It really was beautiful. And I really wanted to see where he was. Of course, it took every damn step up that art museum. They put him at the top. That is exactly where this man was meant to be, at the top. So I find Leo, I sit down with him, and I feel good. I hope that he feels good, that I have accomplished this for him. And it was just like a very peaceful moment. And I come back downstairs and I see all the people just kind of like chilled and feeling the same way, kind of accomplished and feeling like they did this for their person and they won't be forgotten, and we all did this for you. And as the sun was coming up, I looked over and I saw my son walking toward me, my tall, gorgeous son. And he puts his arms out and he gave me a big hug, a tight hug. That was my joy, my huge joy, that we are both alive and we are living a great life. Thank you.
Porque no